good afternoon. This is the Familiar Company Podcast. Today, it's a pretty special episode, and I'm really glad the individual came to hang out with me today. They pushed me to get into the booth. They were like, let's do this thing. We've been talking about doing it when we had some free time. Today's a good day, and I have to agree. We had a couple beers, and we talked about the hero's journey. And in general, about leadership and a few other things. It was really beautiful discussion. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to Votlon. And this was it. Let's go.
So, I guess where we should start first, because we were having a pretty deep conversation before we came into the room. And I think the best thing to do is introduction. So, introduce yourself and how we met, my friend.
Absolutely. May I use my LinkedIn introduction?
Sure, man. Do you?
Absolutely. Hello, guys. I am David Allen II. I am also known as the Web Guru. I stole that title from a man I saw as the Web Guru from Yahoo. What a fucking brand. And we were at Seattle Interactive, and I stole his title, and I've been known ever since as the Web Guru. And a little bit about me. I'm code poet, full stack developer, Linux lover. I was the director of operations for a marketing agency that grossed about $10 million a year. I have a demonstrated history of working in the marketing industry and advertising industry. I'm skilled in digital strategy, search engine optimization, PHP, WordPress, Joomla, graphic design, and UX UI design. But genuinely, if we want to get dead ass, my passion is innovating the user experience and retention on the web. And when I say retention, that's like how much you like spend time on something. The conversion metric of how much you use something, that's what I care about. On this canvas of art we call the internet, literally people will behave differently depending upon how you display information. And I just find this concept fascinating. And I've used it to move forward in my field and just to motivate myself to go forward. And I hope that gives a little bit of background on me. Sorry, I am a drunkard too. Take that with a grain of salt.
And that is a hand clap. Oh, nice. Dude. You have that shit rehearsed. Hell yeah. That's what's up, man. No, I've come to know you, like, we know each other about 6 months now, and how I know you by the name of Votlon. I'm gonna, right?
Well, Votlon is
Votlon. I've called you Votlon this whole fucking time. But no,
everybody
no.
does. Because of the TV show with the damn robots, and it's fine. Actually, my username came from, just to give a little bit more backstory on how much of a little simp or weeb I am. I come from humble beginnings, guys. Like, I was always like, I know I'm an outgoing introvert, but I started out as a lonely motherfucker that my only friend was my sister and my cat. You know what I mean? So I developed this username that I have from a guy that I saw in Runescape. He was the first guy to reach 99 construction that was in our world that we were in. I think it was World 40 at the time, which was his clan and home world. And I ended up joining his thing, and his username was Vorlon. He got that username off of a Babylon 5 character archetype. I believe it's a race of one of the most ancient beings. And I was literally this guy gave me his time of day. I'm a little kid. I'm 12 years old. I actually got locked in a bedroom by myself. Had everything grounded from me. I didn't have any friends. I had nothing but a mattress on the ground, computer, and some blankets. And I learned to program. And I met this guy named Vorlon. And that's how I developed this new personality that is me today.
Holy shit. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense too, especially with what you do for a living now. You know what I mean? What you're passionate about, and like generating more viewership around good content too.
Oh, I apologize for derailing a joke.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Oh, yeah. So, like, I can see how you got a lot of inspiration from, like, your childhood, like, that relationship you built with that person, you know what I mean? You probably seen the internet as, like, a gold mine of human relationships. And
it is the person that I know the longest, and I am sure you feel the same way, Drew. And everybody listening right now, I hope you understand that this is a relatable experience. The oldest person that I know that's in my life that still talks to me today is a person I know online. This girl named Tammy from Australia. I met her on AFTV. Stands for AnimeFreak.tv for you old fuckers. You may even remember. And she gave me the time of day when nobody else would. She talked to a human being and treated me like a human being when we're all just letters online. It's just beautiful. And I'm sure that you guys all experience this too listening. And it's so funny how shallow real life is, you know? These Feyweather friends that I see every day, my neighbors, all this other shit, they don't give a fuck about me. Tammy checks in on me. Nobody else does.
Dude, I can fucking relate because like I have somebody that I used to play. I met through my cousin on the PS4. We used to play Destiny together, and like we just that's how we met. And he's been like a lifelong friend for years. We called each other every day, every other day, and communicated about like all the worst shit we were going through. Like we were literally like each other's therapists to some extent. Like I was tighter with this dude than anybody in my real life, and like it blew my mind that over the years, like we talk a little less now, but like having that bond over the internet, like we bonded over video games, we bonded over heartbreak, we bonded over drinks and smoking and just hanging out, you know. Yes, exactly.
Over brotherhood, you know.
And it was because of the internet. It was because of this divine net.
The internet. It's because you're a cool person. You found another cool person, and if you met that person in real life, I guarantee you guys would be the best friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah. But we are best friends, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No. I'm not trying to take away from that experience.
Oh, you're good. You're straight.
All I'm trying to say is it's easier to meet people online. That's why you're able to meet more human beings because there's somebody out there for everybody. And that's the only point I'm trying to make with that conversation is that no matter how lonely you feel,
right,
no matter how empty, broken, I do not care. There's someone for you, regardless if it's platonic, regardless if it's romantic. There's someone that will give you some meaning in life. Search for it. Seek it. Please, I empathize with you. I empathize with the pain. Just seek it out. Seek some help. And when you ask, you shall receive. Trust me. You will manifest that shit.
Fucking A, dude.
You know, leave it at that.
Absolutely, no, fucking A. Like familiar company, like the community we built here too, just as another example of like the current relationships in my life, you know. I don't know what I'd do without this community. You know what I mean? The people here mean so much to me and stuff. And it's like, it blows my mind. I've never had so many relationships in my life, like good relationships in my life. I've never even imagined having this many relationships with people. You know what I mean? And that's what blows my mind about like the internet. Like just to tie it all back together, like, because we were starting from like internet, like it blows my mind the relationships we build over these platforms and the way we grow together. You know what I mean?
Oh, amen. And you're an instrumental part about that. I hope you understand. It's not just the personality. It's the fact you put time in and you are consistent. So you are an integral part of this equation. But even past that, it's like you I don't want to say manifested, but like even having you merge with Familiar Company and Mindful Matters. I don't want to call it a merge. I don't know what you would call it, but you know, like dude, like that shit was on point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we were all balling. Like I got to meet you. Even when I came in, I was a drunkard, and like I came in during a prayer or some shit, and I got mad that I got muted. Y'all are so... No, I did. I was too drunk. And even I was like, how dare your moms mute me and not tell
the
me?
Next
and I go
thing
back
too, you were owning it too. You were like, nah, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like you got this mixed up. Like go backtrack, read your message history. You're like, oh shit, my bad.
No, yes. Well, I hope you understand how honest a person I will always be honest and transparent. Like, there's no.
Oh
reason
yeah, absolutely. Like as soon as the air was clear, you were straight up. You were straight up. As soon as the air was clear, you were like, oh, I got you. You know,
you guys are straight up too, legit. Like, and that's the thing is like when you're honest and transparent with people, you guys are the same way, right? Like if we were all shady and sly and hiding shit or like having egos, can you imagine how south that could have gone?
Yeah, get heated and start arguing, start attacking one another. It's too easy in some of these environments, man.
Real motherfuckers. You know what I mean? All we did is you literally came in and you were so loving. You didn't even tell me dead ass to my face. So even when I was talking shit, you're like, no, bro, like okay, and then you even laid it down and all this other shit. And then like I'm still talking shit like for 30 minutes straight. You just let me go. That's how loving of a human you are, Drew. You let me go. And then I go back and check it, and then I'm like, fuck, I literally just been talking shit with the guy I'm talking shit about, and he sat here taking it for 30 minutes. And then I had to apologize, and that's how I grew to love you, Drew, legit.
Hey.
Like, and I hope you understand that's why I'm on Familiar Company, everything else. Like,
absolutely. Bro, I'm glad you're here, man.
Let me talk shit to your face for 30 minutes. So I went back and actually double checked what my dumbass did drunk. And then you were still loving and kind, even when I apologized, and I was like, shit, I am in the wrong. I did fuck up. I am so sorry. And even I had apologized Twisted the other day. Like I'm fucking so sorry. Like you guys were right. And I don't normally get that drunk. Like, I'm a drinker, right? And I didn't believe that I got that drunk. That I guess I did. And like, you were willing to take it just to be a nice person.
And we weren't kicking you out. We weren't kicking you out. We were just like muted you.
You never did. You never did. And I was like, I don't want to be a part of this community. You know, like all this bitchy shit.
No. You don't understand. We were just in the middle of something.
It wasn't even. Yeah. And that's all it was. It's so simple, you know. And you were honest about it. Then you were loving, and like that's what it says as you as a person. And that's the only reason to take everything back to anybody else listening, not to derail. The whole entire point is this motherfucker hosting this conversation is a real motherfucker, number one. Number two, he's a loving motherfucker. I have that as first consequence to tell you. He took shit from me for an hour, and I'm a cunty human being. Just literally 30 minutes to an hour. And I know I'm under-exaggerating it for the stream, but still, like, I was pretty mean. I was like, how dare your moms do this shit, not even notify me. Like, please just look at your thing, dude. And I just keep going on. And dude, you're just such a great human being, Drew. You're gonna do shit in life because of that. That attitude goes so much farther. And now we're here sitting having a conversation, right? I'm balling in life. You're absolutely balling in life too, right? We would have never talked to each other due to ego because of it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And now we can have a good conversation because we're real motherfuckers, and that's the entire thing. If you're just real and loving in life, period, like, life looks out. And can you imagine, next time we have this conversation, we're going to have 4 motherfuckers that are real. We're going to have 8 motherfuckers that are real. You know what I mean? Dude. And it just grows and grows and grows. And that's off of you, though, Drew. That's you as the leader.
Oh, man. I'm horrible with compliments, but I have to say, thank you. Like, I do appreciate it.
Give you. No. I'm giving you the responsibility.
Oh, damn.
Totally different.
This is worse.
You what is necessary. You will have it lonelier than anyone else. It's not good at top, Drew.
Yeah.
It's not something you could talk to anyone about. No one understands your predicament because everybody wants to be you, but they're fucking not you. It's the loneliest position you'll ever be in. And you have to make some hard-ass decisions and how it's going to reflect in your character and your brand into the future. And there will be consequences before anyone else can see. Who knows? You may be a billionaire in the future. Little shit you do today will bite your dumb ass.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I'm this is a good point, because it's like that's one of the things I am genuinely concerned about, because like a lot of the things I talk about now, like I've done a podcast with like the Round Table and now the Temple Mount podcast where I do this course on like high magic, and it's super controversial. Okay, it's so controversial for me to be talking on these issues, and I welcome people to come on the platform and talk about it. And for me, I kind of credence to Damien Eccles and his story about how he just got tired of like having to, like, so to speak, hide from the public what he was doing, you know what I mean, in prison to stay alive, even though it was all out of love and care and like wanting to be a better person and just to survive and stuff. And and that really inspired me. I was like, why should I be ashamed of the things that inspire me to be a better person, that inspire me to love people more, inspires me to love myself more? Why should I be ashamed of this just because people think I worship the devil or I do ceremonial sacrifice and horrible shit just because I read old books?
Yeah, it's something that's flawed, and even the questioning of this, you're better than this. You're better than this, Drew. How fucking dare you?
Wait, I'm lost. Explain.
Deadass, you're better than this. Do you know why I'm mad at the way you characterize this conversation?
I'm intrigued. Hey, go on. Hit it.
Why the fuck are you asking why? You know what you're doing is good. Your heart tells you it's on point. Why are you asking me why? How dare you? You ask why because everyone else is asking why. You're giving them the answers. Don't ask me why. Now I doubt you as a leader. Don't ever doubt me, bro.
I love you, big dog. You got that Maximus energy, bro.
I apologize. I'm a drunkard.
It's good. Dude, just to backtrack, like, and that's one of the things I'm going to stand by, though, like, to bring it up, like, I say it with my chest, like, I'm proud to be a magician, I'm proud to be an occultist of sorts.
I genuinely apologize, I'm listening to you, you're on surround sound, but I gotta get another beer.
Oh, you're good, I'll ramble for a second. But I'm genuinely proud of the position I hold now to speak about these things and not be ashamed of them, and, like, I hope people approach me in good-hearted discourse, and that we can have formal debates. People that think that I worship the devil and so on. You know, I hope to have wholesome conversations with people that disagree with me. And I do. I have relationships with people that have a profoundly different belief than I do. And they do think I talk to demons and stuff. But I have good relationships with these people.
That's important. That's important for your craft, bro. You do that because it's important to, I don't want to say be a missionary to the other side, but you have to listen to the other side so that you can preach to them, right? In that sense. I don't want to get all Christian, but in the other sense. That does not, these are not mutual exclusives with the other shit you're doing. Don't ever ask why. Why do people ask that you're a devil worshiper? Because you're doing the right shit and they think you wrong and they got to take you down. That's the reason. You know the reasons why they give this bullshit. Because they don't want to believe the truths that you spill upon their life. They have to reflect that shit. Maybe I have to accept personal responsibility for the shit I do.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one of the key principles, you know what I mean, of any like shamanic path is it's about doing that internal work to better yourself.
Oh, bro, I hope you understand how much I listen to you, because I wouldn't have said personal responsibility without you already giving me that idea.
Hey, much love, dude. Like, seriously, like, you know, it does warm my heart to receive this. You know what I mean? You've always come in the room with such like passionate love too. Like, it's
and do we believe in destiny?
Hey, I'm drinking too. I'm halfway there. I'll meet you there in a minute.
All is to temper what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't even know what I say. I say whatever on my heart, bro. You know what I mean?
And we were just talking about that, though. We were just like, there's so much I want to bring from that other conversation in this room, because it's like, that's what got us here in the first place. We were talking about like secrets that have been lost, the ancient knowledge that's kind of been washed away in the sand. And like, and that's what I was talking about, like the middle pillar. And I was trying to tell you, like, one of the greatest secrets ever lost is the mind, body, spirit. You know what I mean? Like, and how important that is. And like the body, like you could say, symbolizes the heart, mind, and then the spirit is like divinity and so on. And like there's our higher self and something, you know, and these things become balanced. And this is a lost truth. This is a lost truth. This is something that people have forgotten how to balance their internal systems with the external systems we exist within. And until these things are balanced, we can't take control of our lives. We can't take control of our own selves. You know what I mean?
With you completely. You're better than that, bro. Come on. Why do we need control to absolutely take control? I can work with partial information, right? You can work with partial information. You can tell me only 1/10 of a story and I can still complete a task, correct?
Correct.
So I can live reality with not knowing anything, if that is a fact.
Yes. Ignorance is bliss. Absolutely.
Well, it's not ignorance. We live ignorant because we only understand based upon our senses. I'm not going to say ghosts ain't real. I'm not going to say ghosts are real. I'm going to tell you there's shit that happens that you don't understand. And I can say that definitively. I know that for a fact. Our senses are based upon the evolutionary path that we have evolved on. You don't know the rest of this fucking universe. And it's consistently trying to kill you. Trust me.
Ebb and flow, baby. Ebb and flow.
Yeah, so sorry to get deep.
No, you're good. That's what we're here for, man. That's what we're here for. No, but
No, you're good. You're good. I get passionate.
You're straight. I'm loving it. You're fine. No, but I want just like real quick, like that's what I was trying to say about like we're getting a little sidetracked. Like let's the lost knowledge, it really is about the stories that have been told time after time. Like we were just talking about, like how like it like culture, like pantheons and cultures are influenced by pantheons. The stronger a pantheon in a culture, the stronger the culture.
Okay,
right?
Wait. Hold up, Drew. Okay, note to editor. Clap right here. Yes. Okay. Clap to the editor. I'm gonna take a hit. Actually, so keep on that point about the pantheon. Come up with a good intro, and when I say dead ass we start, we're gonna do another clap, and then that'll be the intro to the editor, if you're the editor, right? And then so I want you to give an intro about the ancient knowledge, and then I can pontificate. Yeah, that will be entertaining as fuck.
All right, let's do it. I'll do my best.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Let me take a hit really quick though.
All right, let's do it. There he is.
There he is. We had a good bow. Where we're going. I can't find it anywhere. Alright, it's not smoking today. No, it's fine. I have a neighbor coming over. She'll bring her bong. I'm sure she will. We're in a good boat. Anyways, drinking away. I need Coke. Give you 1 second.
Fucking love this dude.
Benefits to being a good neighbor, literally right here. As you see, ladies and gentlemen, what you see before you is the labor of love. You see, I say that without agency. Fuck you. I say it with agency, and I tell you why. I met a neighbor that was so fucking kind to me, and all this other things. Just give me the time of day, and I give them the same kindness. Cook for them, anything they need. I don't give a fuck. You fucking another bitch. Listen, you know you're one of my best friends on life now. She brings me ice because my ice maker broke. She brings me ice every single day. That's how beautiful a human being is. I make sure I text her every single day she wakes up. Have a great day. Be excellent. Every single day.
Community is so important, dog.
It is. It is good to be a good neighbor. It goes so much farther. I don't care. Just send goodwill. Regardless of how you feel, just send it. Just send some love. And you'll notice at the end of the day, it will come back to help you. It always does.
Pay it forward,
and
right?
you won't see the way.
Pay it forward.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I was cutting out, Drew. What did you say?
Pay it forward. Pay it forward.
Well, it's not even that, brother. I mean, you do it. You send that kindness. The same reason I'm even talking to you right now. This is all shit you've already paid for by sending me love when I was drunk. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
You practice it, dude. You don't even need to preach it.
Same for you, man. Like, every time I've seen you so far, like, you've always been on your hype game. And I fucking love that energy. You know what I mean? It's rare to find that. You know, so I got love for you too, man. Like, that hype game's important, man. It brings people up. It does. It does. People that are ambitious, like, it inspires them to have that energy in the room, you know?
Oh, I appreciate that. No, but that's my problem, Drew, though. That's also my flaw. I love that. I'm a great number 2, and I want to be number 1. I really do. But I know I'll never be. You know? I'm a great number 2. I'm great at hyping you up. But I fuck up when pressure hits in. I do every time. It's just recorded. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I can support you. I can bring you up. I can uplift you. And I'm glad you identified that with all the other shit we was talking about. But I need to work on myself. And that's the thing is I want to be number 1. Maybe that's the goal. Maybe I will be good enough to be a number 1 one day. Well, I ain't there yet. And I'm still trying to grind there. You know?
Bro.
And I appreciate you saying that about my personality. And it's not that I'm trying to be uplifting. Bro, I'm actually a really depressed motherfucker. I don't look like it.
Hey, but that's what they say. The people that smile the brightest. You know what I mean?
They do. Well, and then it's kind of a coping mechanism. But more than that, this is social engineering, right? I'm positive with everybody because it's I don't want to say a scheme. It's a hedging your bets. Why would I be mean to you and try to front with you that I'm going to kill your dumbass? But I can just be kind and you bring me milk.
Yeah, dude.
Dead ass.
Fucking
ass. That's where it goes, right? Today, the way it would go. I can be mean. I can be that neighbor who plays music loud every fucking day, do all this other shit. You know what I mean? Or I could just be nice. And my life
get
is
way
better.
more in life. Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say. I was like, life gets better.
I hate for simplifying it.
When
you know,
you're
like
better, life is better. No, we're still good. We can edit. Check. 1, 2, clip. Bam.
Anyways, I'm
back to the start. We talked a lot about wait. Oh, I was gonna tie it back to something else actually, but we can't. I want to talk about the hero's journey. You know what I mean? Because like we were talking about like the angels and demons on our shoulders, like before we got into the recording booth, and like I wanted to bring this back to like that struggle. I think all of us have that, like where we're like on this frontier, like we're portraying the hero's journey outward to the world around us, and we don't live the hero's journey all the time. Not all the time, you know, but we like back to the pantheons. Like, why do we worship or like Hercules and all these things for so long? It's because they inspired us to be better people. It inspired us to be stronger. That is the hero's journey. It's the tales old of Lost. And it's like these stories are teaching us fundamentals about like what the hero's journey is and what it means to be a hero. What it means to like fight and love at the same time. truly, you know what I mean? And like being able to capitalize on that, like think about like, you know, the communities we want to build and like the people we want to inspire, and like how why you come into the room with that energy, you know, but you may not treat yourself the same way deep down.
Well, so
but,
actually, I think it goes to a more historical reference. But no, you said but. I want you to finish your point.
I gotta finish, like, because like that is the hero's journey, is that we though we show these outward appearances, it's something that we have taken internally, or else we wouldn't have acted on it in the first place. And it's just about becoming in balance with the vision we see and living up to that fullest potential. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's the beautiful thing about the hero's journey. If we weren't taught to be heroes from our youth, we wouldn't have the ambition and drive that we do to save people that are lost, to save people that are in suffering, to build communities and to build culture and to build society. We wouldn't do any of this if it wasn't for the stories of those that have come to pass. And that's what we have to capitalize on. You know what I mean? And it's not about the subjectives there, right? Like the angel and the demon on our shoulders that speak into our consciousness and our mind. It's about the foundation that we want to co-create with. And that comes from pantheons. It comes from culture. It comes from stories that are not lost. They're told in a different way. Same story has been told throughout history over and over. Even if we have lost,
there's a story that we don't know that could be influential in us today that is lost.
Absolutely. I'm not saying it can't be. But I'm saying the ones that mattered the most, they survived. It's just a matter of we can discern it.
Well, what does matter? Matter is dependent upon what we found or not. That's a term that doesn't even relate. Well, because it's counteractive to the argument I was making before, right? So, think about this, right? If we think about meaning, it is only meaningful because we discovered it. Because we can understand it. If it's lost knowledge, we can't even ascertain that as a meaningful quantitative value, right? Like, how meaningful is this shit? I don't fucking know. I don't know what the fuck it is.
It's gone. Right? We don't know.
Regardless, even if we found it, if you don't understand it, it's still meaningless.
Right. But, okay, so let me clarify. Like, I think the story isn't lost. Again, like, I think it's just been whittled down. Like, some key pieces are missing, and that we're, as a society, we're slowly uncovering each of these pieces to the lost story. I won't take credit away from the potential of what we're missing. I agree. I think that it's really important we do find these things. The only thing I'm saying is that the bulk of it, that which built society, has kind of survived, and it's told through this hero's journey in some aspect. That was the only thing I was trying to say. You know what I mean?
I actually love that. I actually really love that, and it kind of relates back to me. And please correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody listening to this, correct me if I'm wrong. Go get in those comments and just fucking whip out your fucking dick. Tell me why I'm wrong. All right. At the end of the day, I believe that Beowulf was discovered by a man named J.R.R. Tolkien. You may have heard of him. J.R.R. Tolkien.
Lord of the Rings. Yep.
Oh, there we go. I was waiting for somebody in the chat. Very famous writer. I think he was in Berkeley or some shit, right? And there was an addict. And he was going through scrolls and shit. And he ended up discovering some texts from the Anglo-Saxons. Anglo-Saxons to believe they had culture. White people don't have fucking culture. It was definitely a big belief back in the day. And so he starts reading through all these scrolls, and he is the only person in college that definitively argued that the Anglo-Saxons have culture because of A, B, and C. And his research, even as a college student, led to a lot of the myths that we know today about Vikings and shit.
Right.
From a guy that wrote Lord of the Rings, right?
Yep.
Your influence can go so goddamn far. Wait, sorry, what was the original point? I'm a drunkard.
Oh, no, you're good. So, like, we were talking about the hero's journey, and it kind of ties back in with what we were talking about earlier.
I think that J.R.R. Tolkien perfected the hero's journey, right? He wrote The Hobbit for his kids. What a beautiful story. The story of a man that is literally shorter than everyone else, regardless. Your stature, your status, and your physique no longer matter. Take that out of the equation. You're a fucking hobbit. What a beautiful story to start off on, right? You're already ugly and broken by life. Oh, I love it. Love it. And now you have to go on this journey where you have demons, you have fucking horse riders of the dead Dark Lord coming after you. You have a ring of invisibility from a man that was corrupted by his own evil. Absolute power leads to absolute corruption. Gollum is the greatest example of it.
Yeah, perfecto. Absolutely. It's the true villain of the story is Gollum.
Truly is. No, it truly is. He is the absolute archetype of what true evil is. He is the sly motherfucker that will be your friend, right? Right, master. No master cares about us. All this other shit. No.
The adversary.
That motherfucker wanted the ring. He was there. He was your friend. He is your Judas. He will betray you.
Yep.
You chose to maintain that company knowing you had that betrayal sitting there waiting. I think that was what he was trying to portray.
Fucking A, dude. And that's why it's so important the company we keep is good. You know what I mean? Like, our company, our closest allies, that's what matters.
Well, and that's also what sinks the ship, you know? Titanic didn't sink just for one thing. It was the whole entire team fucking up. It was the guy that didn't have goddamn fucking binoculars on the Eagle view. It was the captain not paying fucking attention. It was like 80 fucking factors that sank the Titanic, right? But the Titanic still fucking sank.
Did you ever hear the insurance conspiracy about the Titanic?
Oh hell no! Insurance wasn't rolling the way that it is today.
I won't even speak on it, but like I was just curious because like I've only like glanced upon it a couple of times and didn't give a shit enough to go any deeper. But I was only curious if you had heard about it.
Oh no, I have heard about it. So the thing is, they're approaching it as if it was insurance today. Insurance fraud is very, very fucking popular, especially in big business. We will always insurance fraud. Why wouldn't we? Fucking free money. You know what I mean? Like, that's so dumb. Like, as long as I can convince you not to to believe it, like, why would I not take free money? Then I apologize, but no, I'm not fucking sorry.
Oh, dude, we should get back on track. Oh, dude, like so, like when I was talking about like the hero's journey and stuff, it's like there's these symbolism, there's these archetypal things that kind of pop up all over all the cultures. I think chakras and like center points, like we were talking, like specifically with the heart, the mind, and like then like your higher self, divinity, whatever you see as above you that you're divinely connected with, and so on. Like there's this kind of archetypal journey that shamanic rites of passage teach you about centering the self and like going inwards. And like when you take the true hero's journey, like the outward thing we're putting, the portrayal of the hero's journey is one thing, but like I was saying, when we go inwards and we do that within ourselves, so imagine yourself as this valiant knight going into your subconscious to fight off the demons that are at bay within your own mind, going inside of yourself and facing the self, you know what I mean, facing. And it's a deeper form of meditation.
Out of curiosity,
sure, what's up?
No. Do you have a internal monologue?
Oh, fucking always. It never stops.
So you talk to yourself consistently, I assume.
Consistently.
Perfect. Well, most people do. Yeah. You're not a minority. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do we treat ourselves, though? With that internal monologue, how much control do we have over that?
Well, yeah. So I assume by even bringing that up, I'm going to relay this in the conversation. But
hit it.
Have you ever named your other self?
Yeah. I actually have a
what did you name it, out of curiosity?
Shaniel.
Everybody has.
I did. Shaniel is my other self.
Cool. I just call him Other Dave.
Other Dave?
Did I? So I have Dave and I got Other Dave. And you know, there is beauty in simplicity, but there's also beauty in complexity, right? Now, I don't give a fuck about what Leonardo da Vinci wants to say. He says the most greatest complexity is simplicity itself. It's hard to make a complex object and make it fucking simplistic. It's really fucking hard. Imagine making this airplane and making it as simple as possible. That's a hard task. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. No, but that matters a lot. What Leonardo da Vinci said right there, like that matters a lot, because that's like to bring it back to like some like occultism, right? Like, so like one of our highest truth is it's like as above, so below as above, right? So like the most simplistic, the smallest thing is a reflection of the divine, you know.
Oh shit, yes.
That is the birds that chirp in the trees, that is the roots within the ground, that is the rivers that flow, that is the people that speak over the land. You know what I mean?
No, did ask. And at the end of the day, I feel like I try not to humble you respond so poorly to compliments, Drew. No offense.
I know. I'm not even gonna reject that. Like, I know.
You did ask. It's harder to talk to you because you can't take compliments. All you gotta, thank you, bitches.
I don't know.
It's all good.
It's some internal work I gotta do.
But it seems like you're such a manly guy and all this other shit that like nobody tells you that you're great. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to tell another manly, well, fuck you, this is great. Nobody says that to me. Like, that's what a best friend says to you. You know what I mean? You just happen to meet me. I'm a weird motherfucker. I'm the only motherfucker you're gonna meet that's gonna talk like this. But I'm transparent.
I do. Hey,
you
man.
know, I talk from my heart. Period.
Thank you, man.
No,
I do appreciate it.
Thank you for treating me good. Thank you for what you've already done for me, and it's been bare minimum. Thank you. You've been a great human being without even trying. This was just your daily fucking routine, and you were still fucking kind. You know how many dicks there are that don't give a fuck in their daily routine?
Hey, yeah.
That says the kind of human being you are, Drew. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Okay, well, I had a bottle here earlier. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I saw someone come grab that shit and walk away with it, dude. Like,
oh damn.
They grabbed that shit and walked away. I saw it.
No, that's actually my.
He didn't want to interrupt though. That's why he didn't say anything.
He's the campaign manager for my mother, so like he's the head. Like I can talk shit all day about. He's the one that writes the fucking laws for what you live.
Holy fuck!
You know what I mean?
Wait! Hold up! I actually had a good question for you because it kind of like I want to keep everything all nice and tight up here. Okay, so from what I've shared so far about like the hero's journey and what it means, right? What does the hero's journey mean to you? You know what I mean? Because I kind of shared my perspective on it, and like that's the tale of old. That's the wisdom that's kind of getting lost now, and we don't even realize it because it's all around us. But
did I ask you want to start to finish what the hero's journey is?
What? Well, no. Like, what does it mean to you? What is your journey?
I'm about to start on a skit. No, Drew, I'm about to start on a skit. I'm about to start on a monologue. You better have this shit recorded.
Hit the fucking. We're recording. Hit it. Like.
Okay, give me a second. This is my last beer right now, and we're gonna have to go pick up more beer after this. So this is the last.
Hey, we'll tie it all together. This will be it.
This is the finale. Yes.
Yes, and then, this is the season finale too. Just so you know. And this is episode 10. We're wrapping up the end of the first season for this time, and then we're gonna build up another backlog.
As I chug this, I'm gonna be in my brain because it's so hard to chug something, right?
Mute, bro. Do it.
No. Tell me the topic because this is the thing. My brain. I got you. Documents. When I'm in stress, I start to think better. Like, because I'm gonna be chugging this. Tell me the topic that I want to be talking about, and then I'll get super energetic about it. Yeah.
All right.
3,
got
2,
you.
1, go.
All right. So what we've been talking about here today is the ancient truth of the hero's journey. What the hero's journey is completely subjective. Your journey and your great work in life is entirely up to you and your ethical foundation of what you think is the highest truth and of highest good for an altruistic reality in the co-creation, the ongoing co-creation of reality. So with that being said, I want to ask you, Votlon, and I know I fucked your name up because I'm doing it intentionally. What is your hero's journey? What does it mean to you to bring about a great work into this world? What do you want to accomplish that's going to make an impact?
Hero's journey starts simply. The hero's journey starts simply. And it's humble. No person is born in this world without crying. We are born broken. We are born into this world the humble beings that we are. We are all heroes. The only question to yourself that you should ask, do I want to be right or do I want to be learned? Do I want to correct that motherfucker and be like this asshole and act like I'm all right and pride and prejudice and all this other shit? Or do I want to go and say, I am the fool that is able to walk amongst everyone else and be laughed at with my shoulders held high and be
Cheers.
better the next day? That is the hero's journey. Can you go and do the humble life that we all live? You are no different than me. I am no different than you. We all experience the same shit. Anybody that bleeds red, I don't care if it's the animal, I don't care if it's me. We all feel the same shit at the end of the day. And the hero's journey is when you're willing to go out and look like a dumbass and be better the next time. Because no one else is willing to be embarrassed. No one else is willing to go out and put themselves out there. What it means to be your hero is to be dumb. It's to be a loser. It's to go out there and don't give a fuck. So you know the next time you craft, next time you interact with these fuckers, they know you're better. At least you fucking tried. They won't remember you. We'll leave it at that.
That's what's fucking up. That wraps it up, dude. Holy shit. I think it capitalizes on everything that needs to be said. Like, being reckless is being fearless. And being responsible is more important. But that's what comes after the consequence. It's about learning from that. Being dumb, fearless, that's what puts wounds on the body and lets you know that you're alive and that you can change and you can be better.
It does. Love every
Brings
scar.
you to the top.
Love every scar.
The hero's journey is pain. And not just that, facing it.
It is. It is. The lightest lights are right next to the darkest darts in your oil painting. Trust me.
Fucking A.
The light needs the darkness.
That wraps it up. That's the season finale, bro. Hey, thank you so much. Plug anything away and we can wrap up.
Ain't no plugs. Y'all will just know my voice when we hit the big leagues. And at the end of the day, Drew, thank you so much for having me on your podcast. Like, legit, like fucking, like, yeah. Much love.
This is beautiful. We're going to have more of these. It's coming. It's coming. Hey, let's round out the season finale with a big old we love you and this community. And thank you. You've shared so much with me, brother. Like, the love you shared with me in this room, that you've shared with me throughout the months, like, just know it inspires me and it makes me feel responsible. Thank you.
Ain't nothing but love in the OPC, bro.
Hey.
Stay strong. Do nothing. Have a great day. Be fucking excellent.
Absolutely.